I just don't have. I believe too much in our offense, as dysfunctional as it's been. I think we have enough guys that are tried and true, aka like our running backs. That I just don't see this New York Giants defense really stopping us or keeping us to 14 points, which I think is what they would have to do to try and win this game.
Okay. Here's something I just thought of, and I want to get your take on it. So the Giants are traveling from New York City, obviously, to London, and the Packers are traveling from Green Bay to London, which is probably an extra 3.5 hours on the plane. Do you think that gives the Giants an advantage this week? No? Okay.
No,
Go on.
I mean, so I being here in Minnesota too, I was listening to Vikings radio a little bit before their trip, and I guess there's this like huge debate in the NFL whether you go on Monday to London or whether you go on Thursday, and there's all these analytics that show that you actually go on Thursday because you just want to treat it more like a business trip. You don't want to. You don't get that much of an advantage. You're still tired, basically, if you go over there. So I think I see where you're going with it, but I think the 3 hours isn't the factor. I think the factor is time zone, and I think a 1 hour time zone difference isn't enough to give the Giants a factor. You know what I mean? Like the travel time isn't the issue. It's just 1 hour different, and so everyone's clock is going to be off. So I just don't buy that they would have an advantage. Now, if it was New York and an LA team over in London, maybe I could start to see that being a factor. But even then, I would have a hard time believing that.
All right. Well, let's get to our predictions. What's the over-under for this one?
The over-under is 41 points. So it's going to be, apparently a slightly lower scoring game. And the Packers are favored by 8. So most of those 41 points are going to be eaten up by the Packers. I want this game so bad to be a blowout, right? I have it written down right here, 31-12. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do that because I haven't seen enough from this offense, our offense, to say we're going to put up 31. Like I said, I think we're going to put up more than 20. So I'm going to put us more on I'll bump it down a little bit, 27 points to 17. I just, to your point, Saquon Barkley has been too much of a force this year so far, so I think we're going to give up some yards to him. So that's my prediction. That's the over. But then that is going to, that's going to cover the 8. So I have the Packers covering and picking the over. How about you?
Okay, so I've got the Packers winning this game. I want it to be a blowout, to your point, so bad. Love to give the London crowd an Aaron Rodgers show. God, that'd be great. Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to be probably, like a little bit lower scoring. I've got the Packers winning 24-20, so I've got them over the 41, but I don't have the Packers covering that 8-point spread. I think that's all we have for today, so thank you guys for listening to the Green and Golden Boys. Don't forget to rate us on your favorite podcast app. And Charles, as always, and should we say it in a British accent?
Oh, God.
Go, Pack, go.
That was terrible.
I mean, that's not a great phrase for somebody because it's basically go Pack go.
Go Pack go.
Go Pack go. Yeah. Cheerio.